This is if U.S. states and country flags had a baby. Makes me kind of nervous. Let's get right into it. All right, this is going to be quite a challenge, actually. I'm really good with countries' flags, and I'm really good with knowing where states are, so I'm assuming I'll be able to knock this out. I don't know. We'll see. We got 15 minutes on the board here. Let's start in the Northwest. I know that's Togo, and that's Washington State. Okay, it looks like I could just put the WA or the abbreviations, which I don't know all states. I know most of them, but not all of them, so we'll see. That's Finland. If I could spell it properly, Finland and Oregon. OR for Oregon? Yup. Malaysia and California. Malaysia, California. We'll continue to go down and hit Alaska, too. So that is Albania and AK for Alaska. It is AK. What's Arkansas, then? Arkansas might be AS? I don't know. We'll see when we get there. What is that? That's Idaho. Yeah, because it's weird shaped, right? That's Idaho. And is that Greece? I think it's Greece. Greece ID. It is. That is Nevada and Ethiopia. Ethiopia and NV. Yeah. We'll continue to go down. What is that? New Mexico, or is that Arizona? That's Arizona, right? Funny that they put a sun here in Arizona, because it's always sunny and crazy hot. But that's North Macedonia and AZ for Arizona. I know that one. All right, let's continue to go back up. This is Montana. It's Montana and Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe. MO for Montana. Nope. A. N. Montana. MT. MT. All right. I knew it was going to be one of those letters following the M. Just didn't know which one it would be. All right. That's France and what's underneath Montana? What is, I always forget this state. Always. I cannot remember. I'm going to have to come back to it. I'm not going to think about it. Yeah, I'm already 2 minutes in. I've only have 8 out of 50, so I better move on. I'll remember it as we go along, hopefully. Sweden and Utah. That's Utah. UT. Malawi and Colorado. Malawi and Colorado. Below that has to be New Mexico and Russia. New Mexico, Russia. Oh, you could do either way. You could spell out the state if you want and then put the country. Okay, that's cool. That's Canada. Canada and Texas, of course. I'm not drawing a blank on Texas. By the way, which state do you guys think I'm from? Put it in the comments. Bhutan, North Dakota. Yes, and then South Sudan and South Dakota. Funny how they did that. That was not a mistake. South Sudan, South Dakota. Below that's Nebraska, I think. I think it's Nebraska. Nebraska. I think it is. Or is it Kansas? No, Nebraska's above Kansas. Nebraska's cooler. I think Kansas is the one below that. It's got to be Nebraska. So UK NB for Nebraska. Nebraska NK for Nebraska. Nebraska NR. Nebraska. What was it? NE? NE for Nebraska? I was about to spell out the whole state. It must have been NE for it. The next one is Kyrgyzstan. KY. I always forget how to spell Kyrgyzstan. I've tried to learn it. It's a pain. I don't. It's crazy. KRKY GR Kurz. I think it's an RG YZ Stan. Kyrgyzstan. I don't even know if I spelled it right or not, but what state is that? Kansas, KS. It's probably no mistake either. I can't believe I got Kyrgyzstan right. That's crazy. The first attempt, too. So look how weird it is. YRGYZ Stan. So crazy. That's why it's hard to remember that one. But that was probably no mistake. K Stan, KS for Kansas. And then the next one is Kazakhstan. Kazakh. And then an H. That one's like it sounds, but you have to put an H after the Kazakh and then Stan. That's how you remember the spelling of that one. Kazakhstan and Oklahoma, where all the tornadoes are. Not just Oklahoma, all through central U.S. is Tornado Alley, but Oklahoma. We already got Canada. What is this? What state is that? France and what? What are you? People that are watching this from this state are going to be destroying me in the comments, which is fine. I deserve it. I can't remember it. That's Iceland and Minnesota. 10 minutes left. Iceland, Minnesota, MN. Minnesota. Oh, I probably should put land, Minnesota. I was nervous for a second. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Minnesota is MN. What's going on here? Vanuatu. I remember Vanuatu because of the V. That's a pretty cool flag. I really like Vanuatu's flag. Vanuatu. And it's just like it's spelled just like it sounds. Vanuatu. And then that is Iowa. I-W-I-O-I-A. I-A. So usually these state abbreviations, it's usually the first letter of the state's name. I think all of them are, and then one of the letters. Could be the last letter, could be a middle letter, could be the next following letter. I used to know those when I worked for another company. We did logistics, and I knew all of them, but you know, I have a different career now, and I haven't worked for that company in 7 years, something like that. That's Namibia. I think I spelled that right. Namibia. Nope, no, not two M's. Namibia and Missouri. M-O. I knew that one. M-O. Eswatini. Is that Eswatini or Kenya? That's Eswatini because Kenya's right here. Kenya is Kentucky. That's Kentucky. So Kenya and Kentucky I'll do next. Eswatini. I got 8 minutes. I better get a move. Only 20 out of 50 and I'm almost halfway through. I better start pushing through this. Eswatini and Iowa. No, we did Iowa. It starts with an I. No, it starts with an A. It's Arkansas, AKA, right? No, that was Alaska. Yeah, Alaska was AK. I remember what's Arkansas then. AS. AW? R. A. What? Oh, AR. Weird that Arizona's not AR and Arkansas is not AK. But like I said, it's not always the very next letter for those. But for Arkansas, it was. Louisiana and Nauru. Nauru, Louisiana, LA. Going back up, Germany and Wisconsin. WI for Wisconsin. That is Illinois. Illinois. I'll do the Rwanda. Rwanda, Illinois. That's next to it is Indiana and Portugal. Portugal and Indiana. ID, no INs. The next letter, and then I said I was going to do this. Kenya. And Kentucky, KY, yeah, KY for Kentucky. That's St. Lucia. Below that, St. Lucia. I love St. Lucia's flag. St. Lucia in Tennessee. I'm pretty sure that's Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee. All right, then let's do these 3 states right here. That's Mississippi. This is the South, guys. This is the deep South right here. So that is Sri Lanka. I guess Sri Lanka is kind of in the south of India. Sri Lanka and Mississippi. That's MS. Next one's China and Alabama. What a crazy mix there. The next one's Georgia and Georgia. Georgia and Georgia. That's funny. We'll even hit Florida here. What is that? Uganda. Uganda and Florida. Hawaii is USA. USA and Hawaii. Yeah, it is. Cool. Okay. All right, that's Michigan. Michigan up here and Seychelles. I better hurry up. Seychelles. I got to get these country spellings right. Seychelles and Michigan. That one's Niger. Niger and Ohio. Niger and Ohio. That's West Virginia, Barbados. Barbados, West Virginia, WV. All right, let's start from the top. Let's make our way from down here. That's Kosovo and South Carolina. Kosovo, South Carolina. Above that, Eritrea. I think it's an I. And North Carolina. Yes. All right. Vatican and Maryland. Vatican and MD for Maryland. No, Virginia. VA. Maryland's above that, which is Dominica or Mexico. What is that little bird there? What is that? Some of you guys watching on your phone, it might be difficult to see, but it's a little bird. I think it's Dominica. And what did I say that was Maryland? It's not. Dominica. Oh, I think that's an I. I did it. Yes, it is Dominica. All right. Ukraine and Delaware. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Here they are. You guys can see that? Yeah, Ukraine and Delaware. Ukraine, Delaware, DL. DW, DE. It's the next letter. Alright, so that's New Jersey and Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea. I better hurry up. I only have 10 minutes. 5 minutes to get 10. Yikes. Papua New Guinea and, what did I say that was? New Jersey, NJ. NJ. Alright. New York and Cyprus. Let me finish these here, down here, though, first. What is that? Rhode Island. I think that's Rhode Island. That's Connecticut. So Connecticut and South Africa and CT. Yes. All right. Rhode Island and South Korea and RI for Rhode Island. Beautiful. Next is Massachusetts. I can't say Massachusetts. Maybe I spelled it right. Anybody lives in Massachusetts? How'd I do? I just call it Mass. That is Marshall Islands and MA for Mass. All right, so Brazil and Pennsylvania, PN for Pennsylvania, PSPV, PE, Pennsylvania, so what is Pennsylvania? I thought it was PN. Pennsylvania. I don't even know how to spell Pennsylvania. I actually got it right. PA. Holy crap. Of course it's PA. When I meet someone from Pennsylvania, I'm like, oh, from PA, right? And I couldn't remember that. Maybe because I'm against the timer here. I only got 3.5 minutes to find the last 5. New York. I spelled New York. I guess I gotta just spell the country too. Cyprus, if I could spell it. Cyprus. Wow. Don't make fun of my spelling, guys. I'm not a professional typer. Alright, we hit everything here except these. There's 4 over here. What is that? Alright, the V. I remember the V. That is Vermont, and that is Turkmenistan, and VT. Yes, Israel and New England. Is that New England? Not New England. New Hampshire. Israel is. I'm trying to think what I'm trying to put down. Israel and New H. Yes, Mozambique and Maine. E, I think, for Maine. Nope. I'll just spell it out, I guess. Oh, I spelled Mozambique wrong. Mozambique and Maine. M-A, it is M-E for Maine. All right. What am I missing over here? What am I missing? Could you guys see that? Yeah. I think I got all. Oh, the middle one. France. We know it's France. Put a capital F there. We know it's France. But I don't know what it is. Montana, Wisconsin. No, we have Wisconsin. What is that state? I'm sorry if you're from this state. It's easy to remember. What is this state? Montana. All right, above Colorado. What are you? Below Montana, next to Idaho. What is it? I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank. I only have 1:45. I don't know if I'm going to do this. France. Why am I saying France? Because it's not related to France. But I'm staring at this and I don't remember what it is. I want to say Montana, but Montana's the big one above it. Not Greece, Idaho, Utah, Colorado, New England, Kansas, North Dakota, South Dakota. What are you in the middle of that? What are you? This has got to be like the least populated state too. Actually, I think one of the Dakotas are, maybe Hawaii. I don't know what the population of the smaller states are, or who's the least populous. What is that? I got a minute left, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Let me think. What is it? What is it? I can't believe I can't remember this. Montana. I don't know. 39 seconds. What is it? Oh gosh. If I had more than one, I would just give up, but I'm not gonna give up. Montana, North Dakota. I can't remember. 25 seconds. Washington, Oregon, Montana, Idaho, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Kansas, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas. I almost we're going to start singing the state songs that we learned in the U.S. as middle schoolers, but I'm not going to do that to you guys. Oh man, I'm not going to remember it. I don't know. 49 out of 50. What is that? Wyoming. Wyoming. If you live from Wyoming, I'm sorry. Roast me in the comments if you want. Let me know what you guys struggled with on this. I can't believe I couldn't remember Wyoming. But it's one of the least popular states, guys. Also, I'm dropping 2 new videos every single week. Also, I have daily shorts out there too. So if you guys love geography, don't forget to subscribe. See ya!